Hi everyone, welcome to Just Momming Season 2. I am so excited to be back here with you guys. And I am so overwhelmed with all the love and support and the comments. I really appreciate it, guys. So today I have Denyque. She is a recording artist, she's a wife, and she's a mom of two beautiful children. So we're gonna be talking about Two Under Two. Technically, I mean, her son just turned 2, but she would have been a mom of Two Under Two at some point, right? So what's the age difference between your two kids, Denyque?
Girl. First of all, hey Ash. Hey, thank you for having me.
Thank you for being here.
In YouTube land. So Dylan was born in March. Connor turned 2 in August. So that's 5 months of Two Under Two.
Yes.
Girl.
Yes.
Okay. So I want to just take this opportunity to give thanks for my husband.
Yes.
To just my family, because it really does take a village.
It does.
You know, and I saw something just a couple of days ago, actually, where somebody said, I don't know where this new thought process of it's your child, so you should take care of it comes from. Because back in the day when we were kids and when our parents were kids, you know, the whole village, like in the Latina culture,
right?
Grandma takes the kids, it's no fuss, it's no quarrel, you know, leave the babies with me.
Right.
Same thing with the Chinese culture, I think the Japanese culture as well. There's some instances where they move the child back with them, you know, because they understand that it takes a village.
Yes.
So,
and it really
the Two Under Two has been, it hasn't been awful, but it has definitely been testing.
I can imagine.
Yeah.
Take me back to when you are pregnant. Now, pregnancy is hard, right? So the first trimester, you may have your morning sickness. Second trimester, usually for most people, is okay. Third trimester, you want it to be over, right? You're not sleeping well, you just want this to be over. How did you manage being pregnant and taking care of a toddler?
It wasn't bad.
No?
I swear to you, it was not bad.
Because I would imagine you probably can't even lift up Connor as much or...
Oh no, I lifted up.
Okay, all right.
All the time.
All right.
My pregnancies were really good. I have to give thanks
Thank
for that.
God. Yeah.
Thank you, Jesus.
Yes,
My pregnancies were great. And my belly never dropped in either of my two pregnancies. I think, like Daryl says, my gyno says, your cervix doesn't really understand how to go into labor. So that's why I'm a C-section mommy.
Yeah.
And yeah, you know, and I'm super active. I was active before I got pregnant. So, you know, and I used Connor as because I wanted to experience VBAC, which is vaginal birth after C-section. Didn't happen, but you know, I'd lift him up on purpose. I'd climb on my back just to kind of see if I could.
Yeah.
Didn't work.
Yeah.
But Connor's pretty easy, to be honest. He just wants his cornmeal porridge and he wants to play. That's it. So as long as he has his porridge and he just recently, probably 3 months ago, no. 3 to 4 months ago, got into YouTube, like really got into it. So
the Cocomelon, he loves Cocomelon, yes.
Lulu, I've been know he surprisingly he likes word party.
Okay.
Yeah, because I don't know, it's the only thing that he likes where there's a lot of talking.
Right.
But as long as they're singing, he wants to watch it. That's all he wants to watch. But it wasn't bad.
Okay.
It wasn't bad at all.
Okay. How did you prepare him? Because so my daughter is almost 2, and it would be nice to have your kids close in age, I think. But I mean, I'm already worrying about is she gonna be jealous, and you know, how do I prepare? I know people always say, you know, they buy a book to say you're gonna be a big brother. You know, how did you prepare him for the arrival of your daughter?
So there's a little backstory to this. So we knew we wanted 2 kids. I personally didn't want 1, and it wasn't.
And you know, you wanted them close in age, okay?
Right. And at first I wanted 3, and then we had Connor, and we're like, no, we're good with 2. 2 is fine.
Same here.
So we were actually gonna start trying after Connor turned 2, and then we found out I was pregnant
when he was
1. No, like a month before he turned 1. I was like, okay, you know, we didn't plan this, but
a little sooner than he wanted, but it's fine.
Happening. So they are actually 19 months apart. So preparing Connor now, you know, I wanted to, even though I know he was still so young, too young to really understand what was happening.
Right.
You know, I'd still let him rub my tummy. I'd put his ear on it. Say, this is your sister. She's inside.
Yes.
And, you know, and then after she was born, you know, I made sure when he was at the hospital, he hugged her. I mean, he really did not give two craps about her. So he did not care. He did not care about her at all.
Yeah, I
He
guess
was
at that age,
he doesn't know. He's not conscious of it.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
as time progressed,
Yeah.
and he realized that, oh wait, hold on, she's home with us. Like,
And she's
why is
staying
this
here?
person here? This thing that I don't know. I didn't ask for this.
Right.
But I kept consistent. This is your little sister. It's your baby sister. You're supposed to protect her, take care of her.
Yeah.
And at 3 months, for the first time, he gave her a kiss on her forehead. I thought it was the cutest thing ever.
And he just did it on his own.
He
It's
just
not
did
that.
it on his own.
Right.
I never asked him to. He
Right.
just did it on his own.
Yes.
But then there are other times, especially now. So thankfully, and I thank God for this every day, that I have the capacity to stay home with the kids. So, I can kind of sort of be a stay-home mom and spend time with them. However, that's kind of to a disadvantage, because when I have Dylan and I have to have her, Connor is like, no. Like, if he even sees her touching me, he takes her hand and he pushes her off. Like, this is my mommy.
Right.
I mean, he's not verbalizing
Yes.
it. But
So there is a little jealousy.
there is a little jealousy.
Yes.
So what happens now is when daddy comes home from work, he doesn't care about me at all. Because when he's with daddy, it's full on attention. Him don't have to compete with anybody.
Right.
This is mine and daddy's time.
Right.
But preparing him, I just had to be consistent with it. This is your baby sister. Even when I see him doing that jealousy thing, what I try to do is try to just sit her down, because now she's sitting by herself, thankfully. So I can sit her down with her toys and she'll just play, and then I can focus on him.
Yeah.
It's a little rough, but I really, really, really try my best to just remind him.
Yes.
This is your baby sister. You don't hurt her.
Right. Yeah.
Well,
So, well, you kind of answered my other question, which was, how did you manage your time to ensure that he didn't feel neglected? You pretty much answered that question,
Yeah, I try my best to keep him, to remind him that he's also important. He's also significant to me. And, where I can take breaks, I take breaks, and I jump between the two of them. Thankfully, Dylan is still at that age. I know you remember that age well, where they just go to sleep when they're supposed to. Thank God. So, there are times where, and she sleeps for long stretches. So,
Right.
Her puss nap stage is over.
Okay.
She sleeps for long stretches now. So I
Awesome.
can actually spend that time with him. And, for the most part, Connor is really loving. He's really affectionate. And, sometimes Kareem is like, rough. And I'm like, listen, I want him to grow be a little boy too. So I allow him to run outside barefoot and all of them things there. But he's still a baby.
He is.
So when he wants his cuddles, just give him his cuddles, give him his snuggles. We have so many years to turn him into a man and a tough boy, and so many years ahead. But for right now, he's a baby and he really just wants snuggles. Like, before, Kareem, it was thought that he wanted his bottle to go to sleep, and I'm like, no, he just wants a hug. He just wants to spoon.
Right.
He wants to be a little spoon.
Yes. Oh, yes.
So it's just great seeing him grow and figuring out all these little things about him.
Yeah. So what is their relationship like now?
Connor and Dylan. It's hot and cold. So Connor, like I said, if he sees her touching me, like just yesterday, she was on her tummy because she's rolling all over the place now, So when she's on her tummy and she's crawling towards me and she puts her arms on my leg and she's smiling up at him, and he literally took his hand and just pushed her off me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like, this is my mommy.
Yeah. And after he did that, he came and hugged me, and I'm like, oh Jesus. I'm like, no, Papa, you can't do that. But she roughed, she rough in her ash. Don't take her
for like a size.
She's rough, man. Like, he'll come and when he sees her passy, he tries to put it in her mouth, she'll box it out of him hand. And I'm like, no, but you can't do that.
Right.
We're trying to preserve a great relationship.
Yes.
There's no animosity. But it's just so much fun to see the two of them. But he is taking care of her, because sometimes he feeds her too. Like, he'll take her bottle and he'll put her, and then he doesn't quite understand when she rejects it that she's not ready for it. So, but it's fun. It's fun to watch.
Yeah. Because I was saying to you that, like, with my daughter, she's almost 2, and I want another child, but I already feel anxious because
do it.
Yeah, soon. But I feel anxious because she's so used to being the center of attention, and I just cannot imagine, how she going to react. I don't want her to feel neglected. I don't want her to feel jealous. Like, how is it all going to work,
I am figuring it out as I go. And I think that's going to be the same
Yes.
thing with you.
Yes.
You're
Yeah.
going to just figure it out as you go, and you're going to realize that, okay, you can't, no matter how many routines you set for yourself, no ma'am, they're not going to stick. You just have to do what you need to do in the space that you have to.
Take it a day at a time.
Take it a day at a
Yeah.
time, an hour at a time,
Yes,
maybe.
yes, yes.
A minute at a time.
Yes, yes. All right, Denny. Switching gears a bit. Let's talk about the snapback. So now, that's our culture right now, right? You have to snap back right away. And fortunately, some people can. As I said, you're in the music industry. So I can imagine that the pressure was probably even more so for you. Was it? Did you feel extra pressure to snap back like right away?
Pressure bust pipe, yeah? Pressure bust pipe. No.
Yeah.
For me, so I'm super spiritual. I'm a Christian. And I started really just focusing that journey before I got pregnant with Connor, kind of preparing my mental space, my emotional space.
Right.
And that's when I started to realize that I can't allow outside people to control my mind and control how I think and what I do. And the only person in control of me is me.
That's right, yeah.
I have my power. So when people are saying, oh, her belly's still big, duh. I have a 6 month old
baby. Yeah.
It don't move me.
Yeah.
But for me, like my growth and my changes are personal. So if there's something I want to change about myself, then I'm gonna do it. But at the same time, outside forces can't. They can't force me to do what I'm not ready to do and what I don't want to do.
Yes.
So whereas that pressure is concerned, I probably put more pressure on myself than outside people do.
Right.
But this snapback culture that we have, yeah, man, cool. I snapped right back with Connor, right like a rubber band. Not with Dylan. Did not snap back as quickly. And then at the same time, I do realize when I'm being hard on myself, and I have to give myself some grace because she's only 6 months.
Yeah.
Like, it's not even the 9-month mark yet.
Yes.
Like, you know, and I remember I have to keep reminding myself of that. But I just take it a day at a time with myself and realize that, it's a process. I'm growing through it. So for mommies out there who believe that, oh, you have to snap back, or you just take it easy on yourself. You grew an entire human being.
Right. Yeah.
And then when you're ready, just hit the gym and just be like, yo, and like 6 months later when they look, I'm like, oh Lord, is she that? Yeah.
Yes.
It's me. But always remember not to allow outside pressures to really get into your head, because when you allow people to get into your head,
which is hard, but
it's really, really hard.
It's hard.
And and that's another thing I notice about myself. Sometimes when I say these things, I forget to tell people that it's hard. It's not going to be easy, but it's so going to be worth it. Like when you jump over that hurdle and you're like, oh, wow, this is what I used to stress about, But it's a working process. It's healing. It's like you're healing a part of you, and it takes time and it takes the energy, but you just have to commit to that healing.
That's right.
But this snapback culture is great, yes, but a lot of these snapbacks too involve surgery. So guys, let's
and
not
I'm not
forget
going to tell you that, right?
I mean, if I do surgery, I will tell you, like, guys, I did not go to the gym for this, okay? I had some help, okay? And then I started the gym.
Right.
But this culture now that we're in, where people feel the need to, okay, you want to go do a BBL? Do it. We don't care. Just don't. Why do you feel you have to lie about it? You want to do surgery, just do. Oh, it's a Brazilian butt lift. So it's when you do lipo and then you stick all that fat in your butt. So it's if you want to do that, do it. If you want to do lipo, do it. If you want, they have things called mommy makeovers.
Yes, I've heard of that.
Yeah, you want to do it, just do it. Just don't feel like. If you don't want to publicize it, that's also fine. But at the same time, don't. If you're one of those I hate that word so much. If you're one of those influencers, then you don't sell a false narrative. So if somebody looked like, if you were 200 pounds and you have these girls that look like you and they look up to you and you're telling them that you went to the gym for this, don't lie. Because 6 months down the line, when they don't look like you,
right,
what are you going to tell them now?
Yeah.
I just believe in authenticity. I feel like when people look at me, It needs to be real.
And that's what I love about you, by the way.
Oh, thanks,
You are
girl.
so real. I
They need
love
to be able
it.
to trust me. I love when people can trust me. I know that, if I say so it go, it's so it go.
Yeah.
Because I'm a woman of my word,
Yes.
and I stand by it 100%.
Yeah. I love that about you. I love your positivity. Yes. And I love your new music. So I was gonna. How has the return back to the music industry since being a mom? How has that been?
So refreshing.
Yeah.
So refreshing.
Yeah.
It has everything in time. Like, trust me. I've said it before, and I'll continue saying it. Patience is now my virtue. I'm telling you, like, I needed that break. I needed to take that time to just do some introspection, to just figure out, okay, who am I, who I am, where I want to be, what legacy I want to leave behind, which me is gonna be in the next chapter. It was so necessary. And I'm just great. I'm just happy to be back.
Yes. Yeah. And now you're back bigger and better. Yeah.
Bigger indeed.
No, not in size. I did not mean it that way.
I know you didn't, but I'm just saying I weigh 180 pounds.
You don't look it.
That's what everybody keeps telling me.
No way. I don't believe you.
I swear to God, I looked at the scale like,
me not believe you. I don't believe you.
I swear on this here day that the Lord has sent.
Well, you carry it very, very well.
I appreciate you. But nah, for real. But it's just one of those things. It's just one of those things.
Yeah.
Bigger. I joke. I'm just messing with you. But yeah, no man, I'm happy to be in this space, Ash.
Yeah.
And I'm happy. I'm really happy where I am. Like genuinely happy. And I just focus on that. Focus on that.
Yeah. I think that's all I really wanted to ask you.
You shower?
Yeah.
All right, guys. So I have something really special. I'm actually just about to say it. Ashley doesn't know, but I'm giving away, courtesy of T. Geddes Grant, a basket of Huggies products, because T. Geddes Grant in Jamaica is the distributor. Yo, I always get tongue-tied when I'm saying that every single time. T. Geddes Grant is the distributor of Huggies in Jamaica, and Huggies is a brand. I was a Huggies baby, and I'm now a Huggies mommy. And with a tagline like Hug On, I just believe that we need to spread the hugs and spread the love. So I'm giving away a basket on Just Mommy. So we're going to give you details as soon as possible.
Yeah.
Just stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
We're going to do a basket of giveaway for an expecting mommy or a new mommy. Whichever one answers the questions right. So when the time comes, do your research, because we're going to be asking 2 questions and you have to get both questions right. If you don't get both questions right, see, I'm telling you, it's something with the THs. It's something with the th. Notice, it's always the th. Anyways, you have to get both questions right in order to win the basket. It's a pretty big basket. So I'm excited about that.
I'm excited too. Thank you so much, Denyque.
No
awesome.
Thank you. So just keep mommying and do your research, because this giveaway is going to be epic. And we have to bless the mummies, because no matter who you are, no matter where you are, no matter, you could be, I've heard people say, it don't matter. You could be Michelle Obama. You could be Melania Trump. You could be the greatest mommy in the world. Every single mommy needs help. Yeah. And we
diapers
mummies,
ain't cheap.
They're not. And we mummies have to stick together. So yeah.
Thank you so much, Denyque. I'm so grateful that you took the time to sit and talk to me about this.
No problem. Anything you need, girl, I got you.
Thank you. So guys, stay tuned for the next episode. Bye bye. I really hope you enjoyed that video. Please remember to like, share, subscribe, and don't forget to leave a comment as well. I really want to hear from you guys. Let's share, let's connect, let's build this Just Mommy community. Thank you so much again.